Hello, everybody. This is Kimchi Crypto. Today, I'm going to talk about why do we need altcoin investment. Let's begin. As you can see here, the cover page of The Economist. In the United Kingdom, they have The Economist, and this was published in 1988, 30 plus years ago. Phoenix is trampling down on the other fiat currencies and burn them. They are burning all the currencies and get ready for a world currency. That's what it says back in 1988. Well, another The Economist cover page was published on March 8th, a few weeks ago this year. And Mr. Trump is holding gasoline and US dollar paper money being burned. What does this mean? Is it going to burn paper US dollar? In 1988, Phoenix was trampling down fiat currencies, a yuan, and the mark, US dollar, as well as the other currencies. But this time, Mr. Trump is standing on the tons of US dollar paper money. Is it going to open up another new chapter of digital dollar this time? Could be, and that could be stable coins and CBDCs. I do believe, Mr. Trump has promised that he is going to ban CBDCs in the United States. Who knows? Maybe 4 years later, Democrats might come in and they could add some feature in the USDC and make some other type of hybrid CBDCs, transforming the USDC into CBDCs. It's just a matter of function. Fidelity predicted $100 billion per Bitcoin by 2035 in 2021. Can you believe this figure? The firm is putting out bullish reports on Bitcoin and sees the leading digital asset hitting $1 million before this decade, which is by 2030, is over, which is understandable. 1 million Bitcoin, $1 million per one Bitcoin by the end of 2030, 2031, which is plausible, which is reasonable, but a whopping $100 million by 2035. This went too far, right? This much opium was difficult to digest for some, as one Redditor noted. Bitcoin is not gonna reach $100 million. Anyway, Fidelity, which also has its own crypto arm, Fidelity Digital Assets, that builds enterprise grade Bitcoin custody services for large institutions, isn't new to the space because they started Bitcoin mining back into 2014 and then Ethereum as well. But they disclosed that fact until 2018, 2019. Anyway, whatsoever they did in the past, that sounds unreasonable, right? Let's go into find out the reasoning behind it, not those just figures. What had happened in the past, especially in 2008, US Federal Reserve printed tons of US dollar to save not only the United States but the rest of the world because global financial crisis broke out. People realized Federal Reserve overused its ability to print US dollar. For Federal Reserve or central banks around the world, whomsoever behind them, for them to print more money, they need more plausible reason to print a lot more money. Otherwise, people might go to the street and shout out, "Ban Wall Street," right? We had that before. One of those plausible reasons why they printed another, tons of another money new money was the COVID-19 outbreak, right? Let's go to this covers once again. In 2020, they printed tons of US dollar because of COVID-19 outbreak. The value of US dollar dropped significantly. And this time they set up not paper dollar system, but this time around digital dollar system in the world, aka stablecoins and CBDCs. Here's a question then. What if the second pandemic hits the world again? Aren't they going to print digital dollar this time, right? What about other countries? What if United States prints tons of dollars, stable coins, CBDCs, digital dollars? What about China, Japan, Europe, South Korea, Singapore? They will join this rally. They will definitely print more money. The value of US dollar will drop significantly, and the value of other currencies will drop more. The cover of The Economist published in 1988 might come true because the value of US dollar will drop and the value of other currencies will drop more. Phoenix trampled down and burned all those currencies in the world. The world currency could be then, I suppose, it could be US dollar stablecoin or some hybrid type of CBDC. Anyway, they just opens up the US dollar stablecoin bill. They passed it in the US Senate. That is going to be the first ever crypto-friendly bill to be passed first this year. Why? It's their priority. In order to print US dollar stablecoins, somebody needs to buy US bonds, which is US national debt. Nobody wants to buy the US bonds these days. So they needed some more buyers as collateral to print more money. That's why they created on the finance, Biddle funds, RWA, blah blah blah, and stablecoins in order for other people to buy US bonds. Right? VanEck looks to get SEC's green light for the first Avalanche ETF. VanEck is not a small company in the United States. Anyway, they registered for the ETF in Delaware this past week for what's believed to be the first AVAX ETF. Firms are looking to get the SEC's sign off for several different types of crypto ETFs, including ones tracking Solana, XRP, Doge, and Litecoin. There could be Hedera, Cardano, Algorand, Chainlink on the finance. Those could be included in the crypto funds or at least crypto index ETFs later on. For your information, I am very bullish on blue chip altcoins like this, as well as Bitcoin. Question, important one is, why do we need altcoin investment this cycle? As you experienced, they can print tons of fiat currencies without our consent. Dollar goes, the value of dollar of fiat currencies just go to the toilet. What we have to do to protect ourselves from them is to take profits with altcoin play. Blue chip altcoins. We should make as much money as possible this cycle and buy as many Bitcoin as possible for ourselves. What do you think? Thank you for listening.